Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
I think the way I scrambled, I hit some really good bunker shots. I did a good job when I got into trouble today. I got myself out of it pretty quickly, and a lot of that was due to just some really good short game shots where, it takes a lot of stress off of you when you just chip it to a foot instead of 8 feet, and so that's always helps keep the momentum in the round going.
Wind was shifty out there. It was a golf course. It felt like you could really get to it today. How did you sort of navigate around there to try and avoid a mistake that was definitely looming out there for some guys behind you?
Yeah, the winds were swirling all around this place, and when you get a wind that's this heavy and it starts swirling, there's a lot of holes where, number 6 comes to mind, where the wind you think is straight across, and if it starts helping or hurting just a tad, it can change your shot. Close to 20 yards. Ricky and I both hit 8 irons there, and I may even hit my 8 iron a touch further than he hits his, and his ball flew almost to the back of the green, and my ball flew pin high. So there's a big difference in the gust, but just got to trust my feel and then trust what Teddy's given me, and fortunately we were right most of the day today.
What do you think this golf course will present to you tomorrow? What do you need to get out of it to get this win?
Just keep playing good golf. I think the wind's going to be a little bit lighter tomorrow, but it still swirls a bunch around this place, so just keep trying to execute.
Nice move today. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, Scottie.
Scottie, good playing. There's a lot going on with projections and whatnot, and looking ahead to next week and starting strokes and all that stuff. Is it a test at all, or do you feel somewhat tempted to let yourself get ahead of yourself, or do you find it very easy to focus just on this tournament?
I don't really pay attention to what's going on with the leaderboards, especially when it comes to projections. It was Saturday out here, so I'm not really too concerned about next week. I was just trying to have a good round of golf and just trying to move my way up the leaderboard.
How satisfying was today, given how we feel the wind? We know the golf course is hard.
Yeah, I played what felt like a great round of golf today. I think I shot 6 under. Sam was the only guy lower than me today, I think. So yeah, I played really good. The winds were shifting around a bunch out there, and you're going to get caught with some weird gusts. That's just part of the game. But I did a good job of when I got into trouble, got out, and my short game was really nice today.
I guess the 2 previous tournaments would be maybe considered a bit of a lull for you, but you've pretty much been in contention almost every week this year. What's that been like? The level of consistency. I don't know if it puts more stress on you or if it's fun. How would you describe it?
I would say it's pretty hard to describe. It's definitely been fun. I like being in contention. It's why I practice as hard as I do. It's why that we all, my whole support system, that's why we work all as hard as we do, is to be in those positions, because it really is fun. On the flip side of it, yeah, it's very draining. Especially, I think with this year, I felt like this is now the second year where I've really been in the spotlight a lot, and yeah, I'd say there's definitely challenges to it. There's a lot more energy that gets taken away from the course, and at this point in the year, I'm definitely very tired, and I'm looking forward to next week being done. But at the same time, I didn't work this hard and for this long to, just cash in the last 2 weeks and not really do my best. And so, just out here putting my best foot forward and just hoping to continue to trend in the right direction.
Well, Matt, when you came here this week, mission to play yourself to Atlanta, I think it might be fair to say you've done that. Now you got a chance to win. Does it shift focus at all for tomorrow?
Yeah, there's no guarantee I'm in Atlanta yet. Got a tap in on Sunday in a good position, but yeah, happy to give myself at least a chance going into tomorrow. Definitely felt comfortable again out there, and just trying to build on it.
Talk me about the inward holes here. It wasn't just hitting shots, it was playing some golf. You had to think your way about some shots and be a little creative, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. Got myself out of position a couple times, and had to find ways to get it round. Fortunately, I did that coming in, apart from the last.
Are you able to draw even more confidence from that? Not that you weren't confident before, but to be able to pull those shots off, does that give you more confidence for tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a big momentum thing if you can make the putts for par. I think when you're not doing that, it kind of kills any sort of round momentum. And like you saw, my only bogey today was on 18, and fortunately I've got a rest until I go to number 1 tomorrow. So yeah, it didn't really matter quite as much.
Well, appreciate your time as always. Yeah, we'll look forward to tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks.
A couple more questions. Go ahead.
Matt, can you talk about the shot on the 3rd hole from down by the green? You took a long time at that one. Just what went into making such an incredible shot there? Because that seems like one that's very difficult.
Yeah, I was just trying to get it up by the green, to be honest. We kind of figured out where was the best leave if it didn't go well. Obviously came out pretty perfectly, pitched in the rough, went to 10 feet and made it. But yeah, it wasn't a great place to be. Couldn't believe how far left the ball came out of the rough for the second one, really, to get down there. It was a little bit disappointing, but yeah, hopefully hit the fairway tomorrow and won't have an issue.
Did the ball on the second shot, what happened there? The club face catch in the rough?
Yeah, the rough was just so thick, it just probably turned it over, started left, and then the wind was right to left as well, so.
And then can you talk about the shot on 15 and just a little bit about what went into the drop and stuff like that?
Yeah, the lie was actually pretty good where it was, but I was stood on the, the whatever you want to call hospitality area. Would have had to like hook a lob wedge to try and get it, but then managed to get a drop right at the tree that gave me just enough angle to get it to the pin. So that's what sort of Billy was in favour of, and then when I sort of set it out, it seemed clear. Yeah.
Man, I couldn't hear the conversation. What was the deal with the third shot on 18?
Marshall semi stood on the ball.
Semi
Yeah,
stood?
yeah. Well, didn't fully stand on it, but definitely brushed it because you could see the grass was completely moved. So it was definitely sat further down than when I got there.
But didn't get.
No, well, they didn't see it, and they can't confirm that. So I wasn't going to I wasn't going to fight for it really.
How much do you think that affected the shot? Would it been a
it probably
angle or?
three. No, not a different angle or anything, but it just came out heavy, and if it's sat up a little bit lighter, it comes out a little bit better on the green. It's a little less stressful bogey than what I had.
Matt, you spoke to us yesterday about how you enjoy a course like this. I'm guessing you fancy the conditions out there today?
Yeah, definitely. I like it when it's windy and tough, and it's obviously getting firmer out there as well. I think tomorrow's supposed to be really, really hot. Obviously, sort of playing very late as well again. So yeah, it'll be very firm.
And all in all, today it kind of felt like a Matthew Fitzpatrick round of golf. How do you kind of assess it and all?
Yeah, it was good day. Felt comfortable with where I hit it. A couple of holes where obviously would like to take a couple of shots back, but on the whole I felt really solid and comfortable going into tomorrow.
You feel like now that you've gotten your bad one out of the way, like you're still in this thing and you could still get it done tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously didn't score very well today, but I thought I still played great. I drove it really well. It seemed like my good shots didn't go anywhere near the hole distance-wise, and then my bad ones I got punished. So I was proud of how I hung in there. If it wasn't for the triple, that was a pretty good round of golf. So yeah, it wasn't so bad, but I'm only a few back. I'm going to need some help, but I obviously know I can play this golf course well, and my game feels good, so that's nice.
I guess in theory, Max, that could have gone off the rails and blown yourself out of the tournament. Was there any sort of self-talk? How did you kind of turn it around?
Yeah, my goals have just been to have mental goals and control my internal state, really, and I thought I did a great job. I didn't feel like I played that bad. I had one very bizarre hole. And other than that, I swung the club really well. It just wasn't, if yesterday and the day before seemed like if it was on the edge, it would be on the right side. Today it felt like it was on the wrong side, but I thought I did awesome. Birdie in 15 and 17 and making that putt on 18. That was still a solid round of golf. I know a lot of players scored much better, but I'm still pleased with how I played the round.